The stairs to victory. Years ago, this is how I prepared for competition. Doing the stairs, used to call it the stairs to victory. And we climb the stairs of victory when we ascend. So the same energies that we put towards the physical are put towards the spiritual, put towards your life vocation. If you want to birth something, you're going to have to climb the stairs to victory. And true ascension, it's not easy. So, I really haven't been doing much cardio. I've been conserving my energy, but I feel like a shift has happened. When it comes to training, doing the cardio is like putting on the finishing touches. And that's where we are right now. We're putting on the finishing touches. And, the shift that happens in our body, it's giving us the signal. A lot of times people go outside of themselves for the signal. Oh, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do at this time? But you're going to have to listen to God, and you're going to have to listen from within. And that's the true ascension. So I've actually been conserving my energy when it comes to cardio. And not that I've been slacking with it. I've been placing my energy where it needed to be. And, I knew that this was coming. I knew a shift was coming. I knew it was time to start doing different things. And I've shared this several times with you guys already. I know there's always new people, and if you stumbled across this world famous video, why don't you hit the like button so others find it, hit the subscribe button. And I'm here to help you improve your life in all three phases, not just one phase. Okay, you want to be well-rounded, you want true ascension, well, you are going to upgrade physically, mentally, and spiritually. And that's what we're doing right now as we knock things over. So it's not the best situation shelf that they have here, but you have to realize that what is the time period? You have to have an understanding. What is it calling me to do? What is it calling me to do at this time? So sometimes on our journey, we have to take a step back. Sometimes we know it's time. Some people, they go in too soon, and some people, they allow evolution to pass them by. So you have to listen to yourself, listen to the time period, and know your season. And you might be on this channel, you might be on this journey, you might be new, and you might feel you already know, you have an understanding that this is the time. This is the time period, time to shine. You could write that in the comments as well. It's time to shine. So we have to shine our brightest light. And we're shifting in all three phases of our life. So you have to do a round robin when it comes to your life. Okay, so I've spent a lot of time doing fasting. I spent a lot of time educating myself. I spent a lot of time resting. But I know the work is done. It will always be. And when the work is done, now it's time to put on the finishing touches. So just like you might put the finishing touches on your physique to be ready for the next stage, you're getting ready for the big show, you're getting ready for the big game. Well, our ascension process is the same way. We have to now realize that it's time to put on the finishing touches. So you might be called in any aspect of your life. You say, you know what? It's time to put on these finishing touches because it's time to display it to the world. And you're going to display something to the world that is brand new. That's why, and you were actually chosen to do this work. And only you, if you're getting this message, only you can do the things that you're doing, okay? I had a vision in my head, and I wanted to put this out to the world. And only I had this vision. And you go on your journey, and people are going to deter you. People are going to try to distract you. But you have to tune out these distractions. You have to tune out all of the things that are going to deter you from climbing the stairs to victory. And you can write that in the comments as well. It's time to climb the stairs to victory. The microcosm and the macrocosm. The shifts that you're seeing inside of you, they're happening in the real everyday life world that you're living in. So there is no differentiation between your higher self, your soul, and the person that walks this earth. We were given subconscious programs that limited ourselves and that we needed to fit in. We needed to fit in to other people's limiting beliefs. We needed to fit in to what they had in store for us. But actually, you have an idea for your life. It's time to give birth. It's time to put on the finishing touches. And I've been sharing that. I know there's always new people on the channel and we're doing something new today. Hit that like button. And let me know in the comments if you like this way of expanding consciousness. And this is actually a kind of a look in to how I meditate over the course of my everyday life journey. You know, when I work out, when I stay focused, when the blood is flowing. I did a video a long time ago. The waters of the body need to flow. Your electromagnetic current has to flow. And the more that you flow, you become more creative, you start healing faster, you become more intuitive. There is no separation between the physical, the spiritual, and the mental. When you bring it all together in science, this is known as neuroplasticity, and we're giving birth to new people, evolution, right? A lot of times in the past we would think, this person is a meathead, this is a musclehead, but the strongest muscles, it's the heart and the brain. So you got to work out the brain, but the heart emits an electromagnetic field 5,000 times greater than your brain. So you're going to feel things in your heart, and your heart's going to tell you, hey, you know what? It's time to put on the finishing touches. So you might be on your ascension journey. You might not even know what ascension is. But as I study society, as I see people that break through a frequency field, so you might have been born into a situation, you signed up for this. You might have a group of friends that keep you at a certain level in your everyday life. You might have relationships in your life that try to actually stunt your ascension, that try to stunt your growth. Well, you know that now it's time to break free. It's time to break free of the subconscious mind, the subconscious programs that were given to you, and you might not have built those subconscious programs in your mind. They don't belong to you. They belong to other people. And these people, they want to keep you in this frequency fence. But we're here to climb the stairs to victory. And that's the time period that we're in. We're here to climb the stairs to victory. Write that in the comments. We're here to climb the stairs to victory. This is victory. And you have to live your everyday life with these frequencies on a daily basis. When you think of victory, when you think of success, when you think of being the best there is at what you do, what do you do? Let us know. I happen to lift weights. Today I'm doing cardio. But you have to have the waters of the body to flow and find the situation in life, whatever the activity is, to move. If you look at anything that's stagnant water, it develops disease. So you don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be sitting on the couch like Tom, eating nachos and cheese, right? Again, it's free will. I didn't have to come here today. I didn't have to decide, hey, you know what? I think it's time to climb the stairs of victory today. That's what I thought in my mind. And there's many different people that are tuned into this message. You have to know your time period. You have to know what calls you. So you might actually stumble across this message in divine timing, and you're saying to yourself, you know what? Now it's time for me to put the finishing touches on. So, just like if you're trying to run a race, you don't hit the nitro at the very beginning. You hit it at the end, and that's what we're doing right now. We have to stay focused in all three phases, and this way you're able to break free of that frequency fence that has kept you. Maybe you've been at a certain level in your life, your whole life. Oh, that's for other people. I can't break free. I can't break higher than the ceiling. That's what the stairs to victory are. And when it comes to a cardio aspect, this is better for you than I see people banging their knees on the treadmill, right? You're wearing your knees down. So if you do go to the gym, I'm a big believer in the stair mill. Climb the stairs to victory. And as you begin to climb, it's strengthening you. It's developing what you need inside of you, okay? So you don't wanna just say, oh, I'm gonna stay on one flat plane. I wanna go higher and higher. And that's the problem in the world. A lot of people aren't seeing from a higher dimensional plane of existence. You have to rise up and get a higher vantage point. You know, I'm up here, I can see everything that's going on in the gym right now. I can see who's coming in, I can see who's walking over there, right? But if I'm on the floor, I can't have this higher vantage point, right? Those that are new to the channel, you should check out the YouTube shorts on that. I get a higher vantage point. That's your spiritual ascension. There is no differentiation between your spiritual ascension and what you physically want to do in your everyday life. So whether you're, you know, starting your own YouTube channel, whether you're, you know, building a business, whether you are providing a service, it's time to get up off the ground. That's the energy that God is giving us right now. It's time to get up off the ground. Never bow down, never give in. I never gave in, you know. I'm up here, I know I'm climbing the stairs of victory, and I haven't done this in such a long time. And I know that the time is now. I waited, and you have to wait. You have to know there's a time for this and a time for that. There's a time to heal. There's a time to process. There's a time to build. And then there's time to put on the finishing touches. And that's the time period that we're in. It's time to put on the finishing touches. You know, I'm just doing this off the cuff. This is the first time that I'm doing a message like this. You know, I fumbled before, but I have a better idea now, right? So that's an example. When you're leveling up and you're doing something at a new level for the first time, you might make a mistake, right? And the camera's balance fell over before, but I'm getting the hang of it, right? So that's what you need to do. You have to get the hang of things. Life is trial and error. The more you try, and you might make errors, and you might make mistakes, but regret is worse than failure. I never did this before. And, you know, maybe this becomes one of the biggest videos I've ever done. And, you know, I would have regret if I never did it, and, you know, then if it gets hardly any views, it doesn't matter. You know, we try new things, we fail at them. But if you sit there with regret, if you allow opportunities to pass you by, there's certain opportunities in your life that you will never be able to get back. So you have to make the most with what God has given to you, you know, and it doesn't matter, you know, how you're born, what your situation is, and what you've gone through, okay? Because life is not about what happens to you. It's about what you do with what happens to you. So we're all gonna go through trials and tribulations. That's why we are here to change the world. We have to be refined in the fire, and we're becoming better than we've ever been before. And you're going to see how your vibrational frequency rises up to a higher plane of existence. You're gonna experience things that you've never experienced before. And each obstacle, each step that you have to climb, I'm constantly climbing stairs right now. Every step that I step on, remember, God makes a footstool of your enemies. Every enemy, every obstacle, I press my foot down and I step higher and higher, and I keep climbing the stairs to victory, and keep it going in the comment section. I keep climbing the stairs to victory, because that's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna get out of your situation. That's the only way, is if you break through the frequency fence. Tesla said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So we have to think differently, and not just think on the same plane of existence. Whatever got you into the situation that you're in, you're going to have to do something totally different. Insanity, they say, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. So as I'm going through this transitional stage, I've realized that, hey, I've kind of plateaued where I am. And I remember what I used to do in the past. And when I was successful, When I was successful at competition, I climbed the stairs of victory. And the same competitions in the past are the competitions of our everyday life. Don't forget your past. Don't forget where you came from. A lot of people, they tell you forget your past. Okay, you have to decipher your past. Your past was given to you for a purpose, and that's what this quantum manifestation, that's what the quantum chaos is all about. And that's how, hit the subscribe button if you want to learn how to build your new reality. I'm able to dive into my past and pull into my future self and bring it into the now moment. And you need to climb the stairs. So each day that passes by, every obstacle that comes in your way is another stair for you to put your foot down and climb higher and higher. And that is true ascension. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. We're constantly climbing the stairs. We're constantly growing. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. Please leave a comment. Did you like this new way of doing the presentation? It's also getting an inside look of how I function, because a lot of times when I get my deep thoughts, I'm actually working out. I'm getting the waters of the body to flow. Let us know in the comments. Do you want to see more videos like this? Do you want to see more videos of me out on the floor training? You have to train in all three phases of life, physically, mentally, and spiritually. You want to stay focused, because right now, if you want to truthfully ascend and not experience negativity in your life, you're going to have to stay focused on moving up on a daily basis. It's not a perfect journey. 1% better every single day. Every step I take, if I'm documenting it, going up, right? It's not that hard. It's not that far. But at the end of however long this video is going to be, 18 minutes, right? I've climbed really, really high. So it's one step at a time, one step at a time. Know the basics that got me to where I am right now. I stay focused on the basics. Don't lose sight of the basics. Don't lose your path. There's going to be people out there that try to distract you. Stay focused at what you're doing. Stay focused during your everyday life. And then, Light Warrior, you will become the person that you came here to be. Keep going, kid. Just climbing the stairs to victory.